We're in Brooklyn, New York at the famous Indian Larry motorcycle shop here. And Bobby Seeger and John the Painter invited me down because I'm gonna be building a dream bike of mine, which would be an Indian Larry style bike. And before Larry died, I spoke to him about getting one of his bikes one day. And, you know, at the time he was really taking off on TV and stuff, so I knew he was busy, but he was like, you get the money together, we'll make it happen, you know, somehow. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man, you know, and he passed away, you know. But I've always been a huge fan of his work and, you know, what he's done for the whole motorcycle artistic side of the subculture of like chopping bikes and just working with their hands, guys that just, you know, put things together and create something out of nothing, you know, basically. That's just epic, original, like masterpieces in my book. So it's an honor for me to be here. You know, it really is a big honor. They also have the foundation. It's called Aiden's Ride. Aiden has a posse. You can get that right there. Bobby's boy who passed, and it's a great foundation. Anybody who wants to get involved. There's a ride that goes down in June. You know, so. Today what we're going to do is, this shop is known, Larry's known for a few coined designs that are signature to Larry and known as Larry style. And one of them is something I love. It's called the twisted down tube, which goes on the frame. And there's a process in which you twist the tube by heating it and twisting it and heating it and twisting it and twisting it until you get this crazy kind of spirally looking design out of steel, you know? So, and then that goes onto a frame, and it's kind of like no two are alike, and it's a really nice artistic part of the you know, motorcycle building. So it's going to be an honor for me to have my own twisted down tube and going into my bike.
You said what's
This is going to a friend, and he's an airplane mechanic. His name goes by Mechanic Mike. He's on his way over to a very bad place in the world to go fix planes for our military, and it's a gift from the shop for him. So after we do the twist, I'll have my part that I'm here to do, and then I'll end up with something just like this, which is a rigid frame with the twisted down tube. And then from there, we're gonna pick a motor, a transmission, a front end, and we're gonna make this into a motorcycle. A chopper is, you take a stock bike, rip off everything that doesn't make it stop or go. And, you know, basically excess weight, anything that isn't really necessary on the bike, you start there and then customize by cutting the frame, stretching the frame, you know, raising it, lowering it, you know, you can really twist it out into something like a work of art, you know, and that's what the whole subculture of choppers is about. Is it's an art form. It's really an art form. They're works of art. I just want to point out a couple of signature kind of, you know, original ideas that are exclusively, you know, known from Indian Larry's work. And this particular style of motorcycle building would be the twisted down tube here, which is a technique that he developed. And this dished, he's known for this dished gas tank, which is, you know, they either beat it in with a hammer or they cut the dish out, flip it backwards and weld it. Like there's different, I've seen different techniques on how they build them. But this, if you see these on the internet for sale, it's always an Indian Larry style tank or Indian Larry, you know, tank. But this is these are push rod collars with the logo on it. This is has a swing arm frame here, so it would be considered like a soft tail frame as opposed to a rigid frame, which a lot of the bikes are. This is an S&S motor, and this bike's coming out beautiful. It's really nice, you know. You see this bike right here, about riding in the streets of New York. Now, you got very narrow you know, you got a very narrow, you know, path sometimes in between cars and shit like that. You want to be above mirrors and things you can fucking hit, you know, too. You know what I mean? So that might be considered when they're putting these bikes together. Like a lot of these bikes are designed to ride in an urban setting. You know what I mean? Like I said, not out on the highway, but you can ride them on the highway. You know. Another thing that's beautiful to me on a frame like this is you can see the welds. See, that's kind of known as what they call a stack of dimes. It looks like a stack of dimes, see? See that? Mm-hmm. That's the process when you weld. To me, that's beautiful. A lot of guys grind that down so it looks smooth. I like the way that looks like that because my father was a welder. Welding's kind of in my blood, like with my family, you know, growing up with a guy like that. So hopefully, maybe I'll leave mine out. I don't know, you know? I just like the way they look. But a lot of guys will grind them down so where they're smoother, you know. Like this one's a lot smoother, you know. And on factory bikes, you know, they're more smooth. Like here, if you see this, you don't see any of that here. You know what I mean? They smooth that out. They grind it down, and they want a more of a, you know, a finished look. I like the raw look.
So Bobby knew the guitar attack from the...
What?
The Slayer.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Slayer from what tour?
This was the Jones Beach, right?
This was like Jones Beach. This was their last tour.
Yeah, Jones Beach 18.
Oh yeah. The process to make one of these twisted down tubes is a solid piece of square stock right here, and they heat it with a torch. It's welded to the table, TIG welded to the table, and then heated with a torch at certain intervals, and then twisted when it's piping hot. You twist it, and then it'll take its shape.
So this is it right here?
Yeah. This becomes this.
Put on it.
There?
What do you think? Want to do one more?
Yeah, if you want. All right, it's really bending up now. It's going up.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it down.
All right.
How's that?
That looks pretty good. Check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
He's actually got a pretty good eye for straightness.
Thank you. All right, yo, we're all finished here. I want to thank these guys, Indy Larry Motorcycle Shop, and I just want them to say something. They got the block party coming up and the ride for Aiden, but this was a big experience for me and a great honor to finally get started on a project that I've been waiting for a long time, which is to have one of these legendary style motorcycles, man. And I want to thank you guys.
Oh, it's perfect.
Big time, brother. Hell yeah. My man right here. We twisted that shit. All right? So tell them when the block party is and
September 16th, 2023. It's the last block party, number 20, 70 North 15th.
be there. And the ride.
Check into Aiden has a posse. There's multiple rides, a bunch of different states. Next up is Utah. And then there'll be a few in other countries. It's fantastic.
It's a great charity. Get involved.